I had it all. For years I had dreamed of working for an investment company in a high-rise in downtown Chicago. The years of school, dreaming, and work were finally paying off. My aspirations of living in the world of investments, wealth, and success were being realized. I had more friends than I could have asked for, and somehow, unbelievably, I was miserable. I'm Gordy Johnson, and this is my journey. The unhappiness carried over into all aspects of my life. I realized I didn't like my job, I was frustrated with living in Chicago, and my friends were not enough to cheer me up. I was 25 years old and I had accomplished my dreams, only to find out that it was hollow, an empty and bitter prize. I didn't know what to do with my life, and how to fix the constant misery I faced every day. In my new job, I saw the people with incredible wealth, people I had aspired to be like, and their lives were a wreck. I saw what happened to their marriages, their kids. I felt disillusioned and empty. I thought if I didn't think about it, it would all just go away. So I started to drink heavily in an effort to calm myself down and to try and enjoy life. I didn't know if it was my job causing me unhappiness or if it was just life in general. I knew I had to change something, but what could I do? I didn't want to go through the challenge of finding a new job. I couldn't stand living in Chicago anymore. I thought about moving, but I knew that I didn't know more than a handful of people outside of Illinois. I knew that starting over somewhere else could be hard. I'm not a person who likes to leave his comfort zone, so I could easily see myself miserable all over again, even if I left. I finally came to the conclusion that I would just quit my job and move home, but I have to say it was not a decision I felt 100% sure about. All I did know was that if I didn't change my situation, I was going to have some health problems due to the amount I was drinking. The last 5 weeks I was in Chicago, I was drunk every night. The final week was so bad that I was throwing up every morning before work. Do I continue in Chicago making a lot of money with friends, but in a destructive lifestyle? Or walk away from everything and move back home with no promise of a job? But somehow, I knew I had to make a change. The time finally came and I was back in Colorado. It felt good to be back, but I was still unsure of how this choice was going to affect my life. I knew I wanted to be involved with other young adults that had a purpose in their life, and out of the blue, God brought me clarity, because one of the first weeks I was home, I came to church and they happened to be starting a new young adult group. I definitely felt more comfortable since it was the first week they had met. I felt that everyone had to meet new people, and it made things easier for me knowing that everyone was in the same situation. It's not easy trying something new, but I gave it a couple weeks and found I was quickly making friends. As time went on, I started to realize that Thrive 32 was the right place for me. I was meeting God here, but also other young adults who felt similar to me. In time, God gave me the right job and a new community. You might even say a new faith. Now that I have a job and friends and a church community I belong to, I can honestly say that I am happy. It's been a hard journey so far, but I realize I wouldn't change a thing.
Everyone has their obsession, consuming thoughts.